Alright guys, we're here at Knoxville for the Brownell's Big Gun Bash for 2 days. Came back from Florida late last night here in Des Moines. We got a new car down for this weekend. We're hoping to shake this car down and hopefully have a good solid weekend and feel really good about the car and save this one for Nationals. So looking forward to it. Always excited to come to Knoxville. One of my favorite tracks to come to, and Knoxville's just special. So went in the Hall of Fame. They have the Exalta car in there. That's really, really cool. So, definitely feels awesome to be the defending champion, have our car in the Hall of Fame. And, yeah, we're going to hit it hard this weekend, guys. Looking forward to it. It cooled down a little bit. It was hot earlier, and some weather came through, cooled it down. So, looking forward to a strong night. Hopefully, we qualify good. We drew a 45 at split qualifying, and we're right in the middle of Group B, so pretty good spot. So we're going to see what happens, guys. We'll have the GoPro on this weekend, and we'll talk to you when the night's over. See you then.
Two more cars set to qualify. First from Watertown, Connecticut, in the Houston Speedway. Jackson Motorplex Showdown June 20 through 26. Billion Automotive, JRC. Car number 2, this is David Gravel. And also on the racetrack now from Clute, Texas, in the Roth Enterprises, HR Livestock, Jason Terra and Cole Roth Cattle Company, car number 83 of Aaron Reitzel. Aaron Reitzel in the 83 car. David Gravel, a 5-time winner this season, a former Knoxville Nationals champion, up on the high side of the racetrack now. His first lap of qualifying. Set to clock in will be lap number 1, fourth quick, 15.665, 1.5665. First lap time for Aaron Reitzel, fifth quick, 15.726, 1.5726. For the two-time feature winner this season, Reitzel. Lap number 2 for David Gravel, second fastest time of the night, 15.577, 1.5577, and lap number 2 for Reitzel, 15.778.
Side by side, they make their way to the stripe, and we are green. David Gravel and Logan Schuhart into turn 1. Schuhart down low with the early lead. Gravel trying to get a run on the high side of the speedway. Giovanni Selzy third at the midpoint of the back straightaway. Challenged on the inside in turn 3 by the 83 of Aaron Reitzel. Reitzel a little crossed up there, opens up the outside lane. Brock Zierfoss drives.
All right, guys, so I didn't get the video last night after the races. We qualified third in our group. That put us outside front row of Heat 3. We were able to run second in the heat, made the dash, drew an 8, ran 7th in the dash, started 7th in the A main, and pretty much stayed there all night long. Felt like we unloaded pretty good, just lacked a little bit of speed, and kind of messed with the car, and just felt okay in the A main, not bad. I feel like we were better than a couple people ahead of us, but just ended up running 7th. It was kind of hard to pass last night, and would take 7th and move on. So we're here for night 2 in Knoxville. We drew a 21. That put us smack dab right in the middle of Group A. It's a pretty stout group tonight. Got a lot of the big contenders with us, so we're going to have to be on our game qualifying and do our jobs every time we hit the track. So I'm going to see how tonight goes and get another night in at Knoxville and try some more stuff and try to fine-tune and leave here feeling like we are headed in the right direction and be ready come Nationals time. So we'll talk to you guys later. Thanks.
Next to clock in, the driver from Watertown, Connecticut, in the Houston Speedway. Jackson Motorplex, Showdown June 20th through 26. Billion Automotive, JRC car number 2. This is David Gravel. And from Gravelways Mills, Missouri, the Fisher Body Shop, Boffman Motorsports, Osage Barge and Dock, Westside Automation, car number 3 of Ayrton Genitin. Ayrton Genitin on the clock. David Gravel, second in NOS Energy Drink World of Outlaws Sprint Car Series point standings. 5 wins on the season for Gravel. First lap time for him is 7th quick, 16.254, 1.6254. Lap number 1 for Genitin, 16.530, 1.6530. Second lap time for David Gravel is better. Fifth quickest, 16.171, 161.71. And lap number 2. The Craig Ford Raptor pace truck to the infield. Kerry Madsen setting the pace with Carson Macedo to his outside. Off at turn number 4, green is out. Great side-by-side down into turn number 1. Kerry Madsen jumping back out to the lead. Had a big run here last night, led a lot of laps, came up just a bit short to the man right behind him. Carson Macedo running in that second spot. Here comes Brian Brown. He'll look to the outside at David Gravel. Gravel holds on to the third spot as they exit turn number 4. Brian Brown still running fourth. Donnie Schatz in the fifth and final transfer spot as they race for the lead in turn 2. Down the back chute to the inside. Here comes Carson Macedo. You've got a new leader in turn 4. Macedo gets across the nose of Kerry Madsen for the lead. Madsen right there in the second spot, back to the inside of 1. Now Madsen to the cushion in turn number 2 as Brian Brown moves by David Gravel for the third spot. Terry McCarl pulls to the infield. We stay green. Gravel in the 4th spot. Donnie Schatz in that 5th and final transfer position. Brad Sweet not yet in a transfer spot. Ayrton Jennington behind him and Simbroda round out the field. Top 2 cars moving on to the Dirt Vision Fast Pass Dash is now Donnie Schatz being challenged by Brad Sweet as they exit turn number 2. Brad Sweet trying to make his way into a transfer position, not able to strike as they work off at turn 4. Donnie Schatz holding on to that 5th spot as they race into 1. Sweet back to the top of turns 1 and 2. Carson Macedo, Kerry Madsen, Brian Brown, then David Gravel and Donnie Schatz, your top 5 cars. Brad Sweet still running 6th. Ayrton Jennington 7th, and Joe Simbroda round out the field. Carson Macedo holding off down the back straightaway as Kerry Madsen still rides in that second position. He'll close the gap just a touch as they race into turn 4. Laps continue to click away with 2 to go this time by as Macedo goes back to the inside at turns 1 and 2. Kerry Madsen.
A couple years ago, but tonight's a chance to shake things down a little bit. We've got a little bit of a delay going on right now.
Yeah, I mean, Clyde got TV time before me, so he's a big name now after making his debut last week. But, yeah, it took rubber there at the end of the 360 race, and, I mean, they had to do track work. Nobody wants to see a rubber-down racetrack, and maybe tires are going to pop. So I feel like this had to be done and hopefully put on a good show. The Duncans know what they're doing here. Knoxville knows what they're doing. So just going to be a little delay, so everybody grab some popcorn or watch my YouTube videos.
YouTube videos indeed. Let's talk a little bit about this driving scene a little bit because you guys are going to be sticking around the Midwest for the next couple weeks, and one of the big races coming up is at Houston's.
Yeah, really looking forward to the showdown and the Houston's 50 and that whole deal. So it's going to be a great week, a lot of racing, and you know, we're going to be at the shop every week this month. So we'll get to go to the lake, hang out with Todd and the family, and hopefully have a fun time.
You know, one of the things you guys did is shaking down this car right now. You have a history coming back for Cappy Classic and getting ready for the Nationals. You plan on doing that again this year?
I would say so. Just our limited time at Knoxville with me and Cody. I mean, we didn't get to come. We probably should have come a couple weeks ago, but we just need laps here and just figure out what kind of balance we need. I don't think we found that yet, so it's a tricky place. So we're just going to keep working together, and we're trying something a little bit here in the A-Main, and we'll see if it's any good.
David Gravel.
I'm really slacking here on the video stuff. Knoxville is over, day 2. We're back at the shop now, got everything cleaned up. Let's see, how do we do? We qualified 6th in our group. That put us starting 3rd in our heat race, and it was split qualifying again. So we had 7 of the 8 in the dash the night before. We had Donnie Schatz and Brad Sweet and Brian Brown starting behind me. So it was a stout heat race. We ended up losing the spot to Brownie and ran 4th. So that put us starting, we finished 4th. So that put us starting 15th in the A main. And it took rubber in the 360 race, so they had to do a bunch of track work, try to get as good as they can. And we got about 10-15 laps of a decent track, and then it took rubber again, and we ended up 11th. So honestly, we were better than 11th place car. Just circumstances and track position was really important. So we will take the 11th and move on. Donnie and Brad struggled as well. Carson was real good all weekend, but you know, we don't feel too bad with how it went. I mean, I feel like we're still pretty confident, and we know going back we kind of have a game plan what we want to do. So appreciate the love, guys. T-shirt trailer was great. We're gonna do a video on that here shortly, show you guys the in and outs of it. And yeah, please subscribe, ring the bell for notifications, give this video a thumbs up, put a comment in the section, and we're gonna keep doing cool stuff, guys, and hopefully you enjoy this video. And we got a lot of racing coming up, so get ready. We'll talk to you guys later. Peace.